Good morning, students. Today we'll be continuing the lesson Unit 21 Health and Disease with the topic AIDS. AIDS is called as acquired immunodeficiency syndrome, which is caused by human immunodeficiency virus. So we know it is a deadly disease which is caused by virus. You have to know AIDS is a disease which is caused by HIV virus. HIV is a virus, human immunodeficiency virus. So it is a condition. The condition of AIDS is the human immunodeficiency virus will destroy your immune system, and your immune system will suppress the body's disease fighting mechanisms. Okay. So that a person's immune system becomes too weak to fight any kind of disease. Okay, so that any kind of disease may affect the human body. AIDS is usually the last stage of HIV infection. Okay, so a stage where the body can no longer defend itself and it is prone to various diseases. So AIDS, when untreated, it leads to death. Transmission of HIV. So how HIV is getting transmitted? So literally virus will be a non-living thing unless it get a host to multiply itself. Okay. So like coronavirus, so AIDS is also spreaded by the fluids of a body. Literally AIDS will spread through the fluids from one person to another person. Okay, like sneezing, tears, saliva, breast milk, likewise. Okay, so AIDS is also found in urine, tears, saliva, breast milk and vaginal secretions. Okay, so how it is getting transmitted? So the virus is getting transmitted from an infected person to a healthy person through the blood or likewise. Okay, so HIV or AIDS is not transmitted by touch or any physical contact like hugging, walking near, likewise. Okay, it is spreaded through the exchange of body fluids. When the body fluid is getting exchanged from affected person to a healthy person, the healthy person may affected by AIDS. It is also spreads through the contact of body fluids or blood. Okay, so how it is getting transmitted, generally we'll see. Okay, so the first thing is sexual contact with infected person. Okay, so sexual contact in the sense through the exchange of body fluids. Okay, not simply by hugging, handshakings. Okay, so when a person is deeply exchanging their body fluids, okay, the chance of getting virus from infected person to a healthy person. So the use of contaminated needles or syringes, especially in the case of intravenous drug abusers. So literally we know when we go for a hospitals, they'll change the needles for every single person. Okay, so it is because of when a person's intravenous drug in the sense when a person is taking drugs through their veins. Okay, so that is called as intravenous drugs, or any injections which is taken through the veins, it cannot be repeated. Okay, so through that the virus may affect from healthy person to the affected person to healthy person. By transfusion of contaminated or infected blood or blood products. Okay, so when a person is met with an accident or anybody is in need of blood, they'll take from a blood bank. So we might have seen in the blood camps, right? So people will donate their blood. So before donating their bloods, doctors will go for their blood checkups. Okay, since they have affected by any kind of diseases or the correct blood group, to know the blood groups. Okay, so it is very careful to know the blood groups and about the disease before getting transmission from one person to another person. Okay, from infected mother to her child through the placenta. Okay, we know if mother is having a AIDS, it will also affect her baby. Okay, through the fluid which is surrounding the baby. We know amniotic fluid is surrounding the baby when it is inside her womb. Okay, once it is spreaded through the breast milk or during labor birth. Okay, then symptoms of AIDS and treatments of AIDS. Okay, first we'll go for symptoms. Okay, what are all the symptoms when a person is affected by AIDS? They'll face infected individual become immunodeficient. So immunodeficient in the sense when your body fails, losing their ability to fight against infectious diseases. Okay, so the person become more susceptible to viral, bacterial, protozoan and fungal infection. So we know once the person's immune system is failed, they may face any kind of diseases, even it may be a bacterial disease or viral disease or protozoan and even a fungal infections. Okay, so they may face the swelling of lymph nodes. We know there are n number of lymph nodes in the human body, and the swelling of lymph nodes, and it also damages the brain. Okay, then loss of memory, then lack of hunger and also the weight loss. We know fever and chronic diarrhea. I have told you about the chronic diseases. A disease which lasts for a week or more than 3 months, it becomes a chronic. Okay, it can be controlled but it cannot be cured. Also cough and lethargy, very lazy, and pharyngitis, the discomfort in throat, and nausea and headaches. These are the main symptoms of AIDS. Then diagnosis. So diagnosis in the sense how it should be identified. So if a person is having HIV, it can be confirmed by Western blot, which is an analysis, and it is also analyzed by enzyme linked immunosorbent assay, ELISA. Okay, so literally these two methods are used to detect the specific protein from a mixture of proteins. Okay, there will be, we know there are mixture of proteins in the blood, and these two methods will identify the particular AIDS proteins. Okay, then treatment. So what is the treatment for AIDS? So there is no any specific cures, but it can be cured by antiretroviral drugs. Okay, since it is a retroviral disease, it can be controlled by antiretroviral drugs and also using immunostimulative therapy. So it is by using drugs, injections, it is activating the immune system, that is immunostimulative therapy, which can prolong the life of an infected person, but it cannot be cured. Okay, then prevention and control of AIDS. How it should be prevented and controlled? So the screening of blood from blood banks for HIV before transfusion. Okay, as I said already, the blood should be very clean and it should be transfused before, it should be screened before transfusing it into a healthy person. Okay, so ensure the use of disposable needles and syringes in hospitals and clinics. They should change the needles for each and every person. So advocating safe sex and advantages of using condoms. Okay, since it is caused by the exchange of body fluids, it should be very careful. So also creating awareness campaign, which is talking about AIDS and educating about AIDS, telling about the effects of AIDS to a persons, to a villages, or school children's. So the persons with HIV or AIDS should not be isolated from the family and society. This is the very, very important point. And the person who are affected by HIV and AIDS, since it is not spreading by sitting nearer or walking nearer, handshaking likewise, we should not isolate the person. Okay, they are also treated with the same way. Thank you, students.